Kids. So it is Sunday night and I am headed to a local Houston grocery store called Jovi. That is a sister company to our beloved HEB. It is a bit of a discounted type grocery store, and I'm gonna grab some things there to meal prep for next week, Monday through Sunday, the 7 days. And I'm gonna show you guys if I can do BBBE for a whole week under $20. Who thinks I can do it? I think I can do it. I'll show you guys my meal plan. I'll show you guys the haul of the groceries, and yeah, so stay tuned. It is a chilly night here in Houston. Believe it or not, it is in the 40s. It was cold all day long and it was windy, so I definitely needed this beanie since I don't have very long hair anymore. And yeah, so I'm gonna grab these groceries and get back home and get warm, and I will meal prep on Monday. So see you guys soon. Hey Kool Kids, so I just finished doing my grocery shopping. It was a whopping, I think maybe 8 items, 9 items, not very many items. Do you think you could eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a whole week on BBBE for under $20? Well, that's my plan. I picked up everything for my breakfast, lunch, and dinners for this whole week. Starting Monday, I'm going to do the meal prepping on Monday morning, and I'm going to show you guys what I eat Monday through Sunday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And yeah, I'm gonna do it all for under $20, about $19.50 to be exact. I did shop at Jovi. Jovi is a store local to the Houston area. Hans did let me know it's very similar to what some people might call, or where some people might shop, called Winco. But it is a discounted grocery store and a sister store to HEB. So they do carry a lot of HEB products in there. But they do have some very low prices. And yeah, so I'm going to be eating on $20 for the week. Do you think you could do that? We'll see how I make it. I plan to show you my breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the whole week. Unfortunately, that does require some repeat meals. There's not a lot of variety in these meals. They're very simple and very basic. But I will be surprised if I can even eat all the food. We will see. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys what I ate for this week, and I'll even break down the cost like per meal, and just show you guys that BBBE can be affordable. There are no steaks, there are no grass-fed, burgers and ground beef in this haul. This is pretty basic as one can get. But it is still within the parameters of BBBE. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. It might be a long video. I might not take you through the meal prep of every single item, but I do plan to show you every meal that I eat. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm back with the grocery haul. Here I've got 2 8-ounce beef chorizo. I have the HEB salted sweet cream butter. I have a 7-count instant coffee from Folgers, the HEB Dijon mustard, 2 packages of sliced bacon, a 30-count of large grade A eggs, a 1 pound chub of ground beef, and a 8 count of beef burger patties. This is all the ingredients that I'm going to use to make it through 1 week of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for about $20. It actually came in a little under. So stay tuned. I'm going to start meal prepping. In fact, what I'm going to start my day off with is a cup of egg coffee. And I'm in fact going to use the instant. So stay tuned. I'll show you guys the meal prep. I'm planning to do all this meal prep today before I end up going into work. Okay, so I'm going to start off the morning by making the egg coffee. And yes, I'm using a packet of instant Folgers. This is not the typical way that I make the egg coffee. However, it can be done. And this is going to be relatively, inexpensive. So what I have here is I went ahead and made a cup of the Folgers instant. All you had to do was take one of the little sticks, the packets, and add 6 ounces of hot water, and I kind of blended it up just a little bit with my milk frother, and then without any milk. So what I'm going to do is take that coffee, pour that into a container that holds 1 tablespoon of butter. I did go ahead and pre-slice my butter into some 1 tablespoon size servings, and I usually just keep this in my fridge. It's all good and ready to go. And yeah, and then I need 1 egg for the egg coffee. So I will crack an egg. Drop that egg right in. Okay, going to discard the eggshell. And then I am going to blend this egg and butter in with the coffee, the cup of coffee. This is the old school magic blender cup, probably back from the infomercial days. So I will be right back. Okay, and then here we go. I'm just going to pour this right into the coffee cup. I don't know if you can see, but it is very creamy and frothy and delicious. And lastly, what I like to do is just take some pink Himalayan salt. You could use Redmond's. You could use whatever salt that you have on hand. I am not including the cost of salt and pepper into the $20 challenge. Those are things that most people do already have as a pantry staple. But I grind up salt, put it on top. And that's it, folks. It's as simple as that. That took me maybe 2 minutes to make that egg coffee. And I do plan to have egg coffee every day this week. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. But yeah, I'll be having 1 cup of egg coffee every week on this $20 BBBE weekly challenge. Okay, so what I'm starting with here is the bacon, and there is a method to the madness of my meal prepping. I'm going to start off with the bacon, and I'm actually going to cook most everything else in the leftover bacon grease. But what I'm starting off with here are bacon chips, and I'm going to cook them Dr. Barry's way. I do have a tall pot warming up on the stove right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting these into about 1-inch sections here. Okay, so as you can see, I cut the bacon into 1-inch sections. Now what I'm going to do is peel each layer and throw it into the pot. This is probably the more time-consuming part of this whole process, is cooking these bacon chips. But it's well worth it. They're kind of like the highlight of my day whenever I have been doing BBBE. Although it is maybe a little bit time-consuming, it's worth it. Also, I can't tell you how much flavor it brings to the rest of the food to start off cooking your food with bacon grease. We pretty much treat that grease like gold around here, and we do save our grease, and I actually have a container on my stove at all times that we keep the bacon grease in. And depending on what we're cooking, we'll usually use a little bit of bacon grease. I think that also is going to be why I'll be able to make it through the week with just 2 sticks of butter. I'm not cooking everything in butter this week. I am going to mostly use butter in my coffee, but and then maybe to flavor up a few things, if I want to flavor up the ground beef a little bit, I may melt a little butter on top. But for the most part, this bacon grease is going to be what we use to cook everything in for the week. And by doing that also, it's going to create kind of like a less mess, because I'm going to cook most everything in this one pot. So, actually I'm going to end up using 2 for this entire meal prepping process. But as we go along, I'll show you more. But yeah, so I'm just starting off. I'm actually going to make both packages of my bacon into bacon chips now. And then I'm going to portion those out into small little cups where I have enough bacon chips to last me the whole week. I am not treating bacon as just a free-for-all, grab and go, give as many pieces as I want type of deal. Even though I'm doing BBBE, I am still kind of being cognizant of calories and portions and things like that, as well as cost. You have to be a little bit restrictive when you're trying to watch the cost. So I know exactly how much I have to work with, and I need to portion that out to make it last for the whole week. That being said, I'm not going to feel deprived. I mean, look, I'm having bacon literally every day for a whole week. And yeah, who's going to complain about having bacon every day? So I'm going to chop up this second package, let these cook, and I'll catch back up with you guys whenever I'm portioning out the bacon. Okay, checking back in with the progress on these bacon chips. They are still cooking in this pot. I did go ahead and get out a paper plate and line that with some paper towels, because once these are finished, I'm going to set them on the paper plate and let them kind of cool and dry, drain some of that excess grease, and then I'm going to pre-portion them out into 7 days worth of bacon chips for myself. I don't know how much more else to really show. This is just bacon frying in a big pot. But I do wish you could smell it, because it smells delicious. As you can see, the grease is pretty well contained in the pot because it's a taller pot. However, I do have this handy dandy splatter guard. Let me show you guys. And there we go. We're protected. one additional thing that I decided to do as my bacon chips are cooking is cook some hard-boiled eggs in my dash maker. I believe I showed you this in a previous video. I need 8 hard-boiled eggs for the week. I'm going to go ahead and start off here with the 6. I will be taking 2 hard-boiled eggs with me today to work. And these should be finished pretty close to the same time that the bacon chips will be finished. Okay, so here we go. I am now cooking up this 1 pound of ground beef. And I'm going to use my handy dandy, well, I don't know what you call this thing, but it works great whenever you're cooking ground beef or any type of meat and you want to cook it quickly and easily. I did turn the heat down on the stove. I'm going to turn that back up now just to get this cooked through. Then I'm going to cook those burger patties. We'll get all this drained off. And lastly, I'm going to cook that chorizo. So just a couple more steps left in the meal prep process. Okay, so meal prepping is actually done. Here you see I divided the bacon chips into 7 equal sized portions. I've got 4 of the burger patties here. I have about, 6 hard-boiled eggs. And then I have 3 servings of ground beef and 3 servings of chorizo. The chorizo and the ground beef I will most likely have with eggs. The patties I'm going to have with the egg on top, and the bacon chips are going to be just kind of like a side item for every day. Okay, everybody, so I'm actually finished with the meal prep. I did just want to kind of like go over a cost breakdown with everybody, and if you have any further questions at the end of the video, definitely let me know. If this is the type of video that you like to see me doing keto on a budget of probably about $20 a week, let me know. I would be happy to continue to make those for you guys. I don't know if I can do BBBE every single week because we're almost through January, and we're probably going to go back to keto carnivore eating after January. But anyway, so as you saw in the video's previous clip, I did start off my morning with an egg coffee, and I just used the instant coffee, and you know, it's good. It's not maybe as good as I don't know, K-Cup or, you know, a brewed pot of coffee, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with that instant coffee, making an egg coffee. So the cost of the package of coffee was only 87 cents for the instant coffee, and that's going to give me enough coffee to have 1 cup of coffee every day for the week. Next was the sliced bacon. The sliced bacon I got for a great deal was like $1.97 a package. The 2 packages together were $3.94, and with those 2 packages I was able to make 7 portions of bacon chips for myself for the week. After that, I had the box of burger patties. There were 8 patties in the box. I did only make 4 out of the 8, so I do have 4 more additional patties that I can have at a later time. I purchased a 30 count of eggs for $4.17. The eggs were I'm trying to think. I think that's about the average price that we have been paying for the eggs lately. That's not really like on sale. But you know, even the price of eggs has gone up. I remember like a year and a half ago, eggs were like 60 to 80 cents a dozen. So, you know, but eggs are awesome. I mean, I eat eggs every day. I eat eggs more than anything every day, and you'll see throughout the week Sometimes I take hard-boiled eggs with me to work. Sometimes I have an egg on top of a hamburger patty. They're just very versatile, and I really enjoy eggs. Uh, Next, I did the chorizo. I had two 8-ounce tubes of chorizo. Um, I do plan to have some chorizo today before I head to work, which I'll be making here shortly. I already have the chorizo cooked. All I have to cook is the egg and top the chorizo bowl with the egg. I also made 3 bowls of ground beef. Those are 1/3 pound each. Same thing, I'll most likely top those with a sunny side up egg. And those cost me $3.37. The chorizo was 97 cents a package, so $1.94 for both of those. I did only purchase 2 sticks of butter. I got the butter for $1.37. I have been able to pick up butter 4 sticks for $1.99 before at Aldi. When they are having a sale like that, I do tend to purchase, 5 or 6 packages at a time. But I do think for this week alone, two sticks for myself is going to be enough. I will end up using about a whole stick just in the egg coffees by themselves because each day is going to require a tablespoon of butter. And finally, as a little treat, I did purchase myself an 84-cent bottle of Dijon mustard. And I'm not planning to go overboard with that. I'm using it pretty sparingly. But I will enjoy that on the burgers. And cost breakdown, that comes to about 93 cents a meal or $2.79 a day. Yes, I'm counting egg coffee as a meal because for me, that might be my breakfast or that might be my lunch for the day. So there you have it. That's the cost breakdown. It's very doable. I did shop at Joe V. Joe V is local to the Houston area. It is a discount store. You will find H-E-B products in there because they are a sister's company to H-E-B. And Hans told me you might find a similar store on the West Coast called Winco. I've never been to a Winco because I can't really, compare the two, but you may be able to do a very similar cost-wise shop at Walmart. You may even be able to do something less expensive. Last week, ground beef was $1.97 a pound at Joe V. So I could have saved $1 or $2 there, or I could have even bought more, ground beef and done something else. Who knows? But, you just have to pay attention to what's on sale. Sales change weekly. Sometimes grocery stores will give you a free item every week. Here recently, Kroger's gave me a free dozen eggs. That can go a long way. So I just basically wanted to do this to show everybody that it is doable. I'm not passing judgment on anybody that eats for more, or even if you have to eat like this out of necessity. It is possible to do it. I'm not having steaks and grass-fed ground beef and grass-fed burger patties. But, I'm still eating beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And so far I'm having, great results and I'm feeling great doing BBBE through January. It's already the 17th, I believe today is the 17th. And so we're halfway through, guys. We're already halfway through. I will insert some pictures of the meals. The meals are going to be pretty repetitive. So I don't know that I will necessarily show 21 pictures because it's going to be very repetitive, but I'll try to, at the very least, list an example of every meal. So some meals are going to be chorizo and eggs. Some meals are going to be a beef bowl with an egg. Some meals are going to be a burger patty with an egg. Some meals are just going to be hard-boiled eggs with bacon chips, and finally the egg coffee. So there's not a lot of variety there, but I can show you an example of each one. Pre-portioning and just meal prepping in general is just going to help me stay on track with that, and it also helps you stay on budget. So I'm not sure if I'll have any follow up on this. This is probably just pretty much going to sum up the entire video, but I will definitely include clips and pictures of the food. And if I have anything to add, hey, maybe I will go back and add it at the end. So if this is it, thanks for watching, guys. We're really close to 50 subscribers. Hans and I would like to do a little live stream if we make it to 50 anytime soon, with the possibility of playing a game of Bacon Bingo. So stay tuned for that. We love all the community and support that we receive. And if anybody has any specific questions for us, just let us know. We'll be happy to answer those for you. So thanks, Kool Kids. Bye.